Well, good news is we got all of the stuff in town sorted out, so that's good news. Um,
Bad news, chat. He's probably gonna slap the McJesus out of me.
well, what I'm going to do is I want to explain something, and I want to explain a common misconception that a lot of newer players have when it comes to damage, right? And like even a lot of veteran players can get caught in this trap, right? They see green and they think, oh, this is good. But the thing is, that's not always the case. And I'm going to showcase what I mean. All right, so just give me a second to log in.
What the hell is Sanctuary? I do not remember ever getting Sanctuary.
Sanctuary Onslaught or? Hi, Cakes! Thank you
No,
for the lurk. There's a command for it as well, by the way. If you type in exclamation mark lurk, yeah, there's a special command for it. Ah, you gotta be kidding me. Thank you.
Yeah, I was about to say you're having problems with what?
Uh huh. Okay, let me restart.
Houston, you're having trouble with your game.
Yes, yes, game does not like.
No, but I have my stream on for you. My screen on,
Much appreciated.
unless I need it turned off.
Okay, let's.
Yeah, the reason why I ask is just because I'm trying to show my Helios.
Yeah, all good. Okay, so let's go over to the sanctuary, and go over to the simulacrum, right? Now, this is the best place for me to show and test what I mean, right?
I don't know if you even have a key for that yet.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry. You'll get it after a lot of farming from Samaras. Samaras is a pain in the ass, and it does not like to give up his toys easily.
I don't want to touch him at all.
Nobody does. Everyone hates him, and that's yeah, it's a thing. Okay, so first things first, right? So I'm going to put on what would appear to be a good build, right? So in this case, in the case of the Phantasma, right, you go with point blank because more
Phantasma.
damage, right? Yeah, Phantasma is amazing, by the way. So, more damage, right? Because that makes sense. More multi-shots, that way we have more instances of damage. And just for general sake, we'll go with crit, right? Because more crit means more damage. I mean, right? Surely. We'll get to that later. Then we're gonna go with some viral because this is the most
Wait,
common.
Ravage is wrong slot. That means you lose more slots.
Don't worry, it's all good. Okay, and then we're gonna
Okay.
add in some heat. Okay, so this should be good, right? I mean, we have. Let me just do that again. We have a lot of big numbers here, and this seems to be good, right? Well, let me show you something. Right? So we'll do max level. We'll do normal max level, right? So we have all green numbers, right? Hold up, 1 second. My companion is being silly.
Remember to turn your companion back on after.
Yes, I will. So we have all good numbers, right? It should be fine, right? But look how slow this is, right? And it remains this way for a good long while. Now, these are normal enemies. It really doesn't matter when it comes to the normal enemies. When it does matter is when you encounter Steel Path
Steel
enemies,
Path.
right?
And believe me, chat, and forgive me, Crimson, but I want to make sure that even the chat knows who I just tried. the steel path, and yes, I got it done thanks to Crimson's help. May I?
Yeah.
If y'all don't pay attention, you're gonna get your nuts kicked in. I did.
Oh, yes, 100%. So, we have what would appear to be all good things, right? Oh no, what happened to my damage? Why has it fallen off? Simple.
He's about to get into that.
The reason why your damage is falling off is because of one particular reason. Steel path level enemies have what is known as damage reduction, right? They have more armor, they have more health, and they have more shields, right? So now, if I go on and throw on the build that I have for Steel Path, in this case it being this one, right? I've got galvanized mods which give me on-kill effects. I have foregone crit completely because this is, by all intensive purposes, a status weapon, right? If we look at the stats, it has low crit chance and low crit damage, but high status chance, right? And I have an arcane on here, which is going to help boost the amount of damage I have. So we're going to go back up.
Now, before everyone tries to, sorry,
All good.
real quick, before people start trying to go, oh my god, that's not gonna be right. That's not make sense. Hear him out.
One sec. Boom.
Or love the ever-loving Jesus of destruction he's about to cause. That's why. Because he's stacking a bunch of
On-kill effects.
on top that too, and on top of each other, which is just saying bye.
So, why did I do so much damage? Well, first things first, right? Let's go look at the build. Now, this is not quite complete, but you know, it's getting there.
I'm scared you're gonna pop a quiz for me to help your chat.
So, galvanized hell, what does it do? It gives us multi-shot, right? Not only does it give us a flat multi-shot, it also gives us additive multi-shot after we have killed things, right? So it's going to give us a total of, let's see, 30. My math is not mathing right now. I'm not right. So it's about 135% multi-shot, right? Plus the 110, which is going to put us over 200% multi-shot in total. Now, on top of that, we are also getting 80% damage per status type affecting the target. Now, the arcane itself breaks our 3 into 4. So we are getting about 120%, if not more, damage. Not to mention, the viral that is taking effect is going to grant us an extra 325% damage against enemies that are affected by it, right? Now, when it comes to melee, right? Melee is another one where it's like, okay, green number good, right? Yes and no. Right? I can take this and I can do okay, right? But at the same time, while I'm doing that, I could have been dead 5 times over. Because the amount of damage that Steel Path enemies do, they're not just gonna sit still and let you wail on them like this, right? So as you can see, that damage is, yeah, it's underwhelming to say the least. Right? Like looking at this. Looking at this, we can already see that, oh no, this is like barely even touching them, right? But let's switch over to something a little more in-game friendly, right? Condition overload, what does it do? Well, do we need it? Not necessarily. We can replace that with pressure point, right? So, prime pressure point. This is going to give us more base damage to work with. We are having more crit chance and more crit damage with the use of this, right? This is giving us about 120% critical chance, critical damage, and 110% crit chance on top of the 90% crit chance that we get with this, right? Now, I'm also getting viral out of this, which means I'm going to be doing more damage. Now, with Volcanic Edge, I now have a damage of time element, which is going to do more damage. With Blood Rush, I'm getting more crit chance the more I hit them, which means my damage gets bigger the more I hit them.
I have that actually, Blood Rush.
Yes, exactly. And this is actually something that happens to even veteran players who have been playing for a while. They not all veteran players, but it does happen to them, which is in a case of, okay, I see big numbers mean more damage. Huh? Bye. So big numbers mean big damage, right?
Oh,
No.
God, you're roboting.
Am I?
Yeah, you're roboting bad, bro.
Okay. Oh, I see what's happened. Let's spike for a sec.
I'll turn off my stream for now.
Okay, cool.
Hoping that helps.
Okay, so now I have heat, I have magnetic, I have viral, and I have rad, right? That is 4 elements. On top of the base cold this weapon gives me. So I'm getting 5 elements whenever my companion attacks a target, right? As you can see, it's hitting with a lot. Now watch what happens. All of a sudden, my damage has gone up a bit. As you can see, right? Now, that is because of the on-kill effects and the combo effects that I am getting from this. Mind you, this is all without an arcane, so keep that in mind. Now, if you want to know one of the single most busted arcanes for melees out there, hands down, melee influence, without question. I can take a weapon like this, right? This weapon was so bad that people... Yes, I agree 100%, Ellie. This weapon was so bad that people used it as little more than a fashion accessory for capturas. That's how horrible this thing was.
I played with that and that was kind of fun.
Yeah. Now, watch what happens. So I get my companion to do its thing. Boom. This is what I mean. This arcane is insanity. It just does so much. Now let me explain why it's working as well as it is, right? Hey, what's up? Yeah, alright, one sec, guys. Right. Okay, I'm back. So, I was explaining what makes this arcane so stupidly overpowered, right? Now, I don't have all the information for this, but believe me when I say that it is funny how strong it is. So let me elaborate, right? On melee electricity status, 20% chance for elemental melee status effects to apply to enemies within 20 meters for 18 seconds, right? Now, what happens is, right, is I can hit something with electric and this arcane on it. So, take that off.
I'm gonna
Influence.
go get some drink beer back, brother.
So, I have nothing on this except for melee influence, right? And what's going to happen is... Come on. Oh, hold up. I need to put electricity mode on here. Give me a sec. And it would help if I had a stance as well. So I have a lot of electricity on here, right? Just pure electricity. And we'll take off our companion so it doesn't prime the enemies by accident. Alright, so look at that. It created separate instances of electricity on anything within 20 meters, right? And I cannot refresh it. Once again, does the same thing, right? As you can see, it's creating electricity procs that will carry over to everything. What it doesn't tell you is this, right? So if I go to my Cadus, right, and I take off all of my elements and just leave that in, right? Watch what happens. I need my companion to prime them. That would be smart. So, we have a companion, right? They have now been primed with viral, heat, magnetic, and radiation. Now watch what happens. Now, all of a sudden, every element that was on one has suddenly shifted to another. Right? So, essentially, the electricity... let me explain this properly. I'd have to rehearse this, like in a video, to actually get it right. So, what happens is, it not only transfers the electricity proc, but it transfers every other melee status effect that is on a target to everything. Mind you, if you do that while under the effects of, say, a mod that increases the status damage, that means they're going to do a lot of damage. For example, we have electricity, we have toxin, right? Sorry, we have electricity and we have heat, right? Now, each of our toxin and our heat procs is going to be transferred to everything within 20 meters. But it will also have the added effect of doing more status damage and having more damage against the Archon themselves, purely because of the fact that we have a faction damage multiplier mod against the specific faction that we're fighting, right? Now, the reason why this is so stupidly strong is because it will essentially, if you have viral on a target with melee influence and other damaging elements, it's going to spread those status effects to everything, right? And that means everything will benefit from the initial target's effects, whether it's debuffs or direct damage, right? No doubt that's a lot of information that I am lacking here, but that is the best that I can summarize. So, first things first, let's take a look at the most basic weapon, right? The Bratton Prime. This is basically the most iconic beginner primary out there, right? It's your classic assault rifle, right? And let me just deal with them. This is your classic assault rifle, right? It's got 75 rounds, it's got decent status chance, and it's got mediocre crit chance, right? And its fire rate is moderate, no recoil to speak of. It's a good weapon, technically speaking. Like, objectively speaking, it is a balanced weapon. Now, what happens if we do, like a basic build? So, serration, multi-shot, crit, and corrosive and heat, right? I don't have enough room for that. Hold up, hold on. Oh, okay, that's fine. Okay, so basic corrosive and heat, right? Does okay. It's nothing special. I really should take off my companion's weapon. Ah, there we go. Okay, so it's nothing special. It does a decent amount of damage. It's nice, right? So how do we take this gun to the point where our Phantasma was, right? Well, what we do is we look at its base stats and we see what worked for it, right? So, crit obviously didn't, right? Crit was not on the table for this weapon because it is heavily weighted into status, right? That much is obvious. So, that being said, you'd run something like Rifle Elementalist, right? And then you would want, you want your damaging elements. So in this case, it'll be viral. And then heat. Right? Now we have room for a couple more things. If I had Former, I'd add something like Shred or something like that. But we'll go with Fire Rate, right? Speed Trigger, for example.
I've been having that problem where some of my mods were not showing up until I exited and then came back in.
Okay. Okay, so now we have what looks like a fairly standard, straightforward entry-level build in Steel Path, but it's still missing one thing. An Arcane, right? Now, in this case, we are going to go with Deadhead because, in my opinion, it gives us more damage than what Merciless does. Now, for those who don't know how to pick up arcanes like Merciless or Deadhead or Dexterity, you obtain them by killing Steel Path level acolytes. That's how they work. But, that aside, let's take a look and see how our weapon does now.
I'm gonna try E prime with
I'm not
Valkyrie,
priming.
me luck.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Alright, now we have our own kill effects active. Alright, there is our headshot kill effect. Oh wow, look, we are chomping through these guys. We are just absolutely shredding them. Magazine capacity might be an issue, but it's fine. But see that? We are now absolutely chomping through them. Why? Let me explain. Galvanized aptitude, right? We get damage per unique status effect that's affecting the target, whether it is IPS or elemental, right? So we get 1, 2, 3 from IPS, and an additional 2 from elements, right? So, based off that, we are getting 3. Is it 3 or 600%? I can't remember. Let's see. It should be somewhere around 300 or 600%. I'm pretty sure. So let's see. Sorry, 175% more damage, right? That's based off what we're providing them now, right? So we're getting almost 200% extra damage on top of the 300% extra damage that we would 360% extra damage that we would normally get from Deadhead, which is then also being multiplied with our galvanized chamber, giving us more base damage and more instances of damage, right? Then Viral is making it so that our damage goes up by an extra 325%. So this is closer to about nearly 1,000% extra damage, right? Then Rifle Elementalist makes it so that our status effects, right, will deal increased damage. And in this case, we're doing slash and we're doing heat. So they are going to be dealing a lot more damage, right? But what if you have a companion that can prime enemies for you? Well, let me pull one out. This one now does heat, magnetic, viral, and radiation. So that's 4 elements already there, right? Which means I can change the mod config of this to be more in line with something I am comfortable with, right? So for example, I can run corrosive. Boom, corrosive and heat. Now I've got the 4 from the weapon and the additional 4 from my companion's weapon, which gives us a total of 8 different types of status effects that will be affecting our target. So, there we go. There's our first 4. If you would stop moving, I can get my headshots in. Okay, there is our first on kill effect. And look at that damage. Just absolutely shredding him. So you're just absolutely chomping through him. Even on body shots, it does a lot of damage. Now, this is the point that I'm getting at, right? Numbers don't always tell you the truth. While this looks like it is giving us more damage, it's not. Right? It is not giving us more damage because we are not getting those on-kill effects which will ramp up our damage per kill that we get, right? Whereas this, it might seem like it's less, but it's actually significantly more, right? Due to the simple fact that we have our on-kill effects, we have our status effects, and our damaging effects, right? Not to mention, we also get more damage because of our headshot multiplier with Deadhead as well. So bear that one in mind. Now, in the case of like weapons that are AoE, for example, and you might not believe me when I say this, but the Batacore is technically an AoE weapon. Right? Technically, this weapon is actually area of effect. Why do I say that? Well, this has an alt fire which has punch through, I believe. I could be wrong with that though. Can't see it there. And it has a radial, right? So we can give it punch through, and it has a radial attack, right? Which means, technically speaking, this weapon is, by all intents and purposes, an area of effect weapon because it can hit multiple weapons. Sorry, multiple enemies. Oh, man. So I'm going to make sure that I get a kill. Alright, there we are. Now watch this. As you can see, it's hitting a lot of damage, and it's hitting multiple targets at once. And even if we use the primary fire, right, the old fire is just going to boost the primary fire of this weapon, right? So whenever you are building a weapon for Steel Path, two things you need to consider are these, right? One, what is its best stat? Is it a crit weapon or is it a status weapon? Two, the next thing you need to consider is, okay, the numbers aren't always going to tell me the truth. Things might seem lower, but technically are higher because of effects that are not shown on the build. Okay? And that is an important distinction to make, and a lot of players fall into that trap of saying, oh, big numbers equal big damage, which is not always the case. Does that make sense, Val?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So, speaking of weapons, I think I have the Dex Dagger. I'm not sure. No, I do not. Okay, I have the Dex Nakana, though. You said you're going to use the Skiajati, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's take a look at this weapon, shall we?
Hold on. I am actually kicking some major booty, and I am winning.
Nice, very nice. So, with
Except the
the
only shit part is that I can't spam my uh thing for energy.
that's okay. Who
Yeah,
are you
but the
using?
crud part is that I'm struggling.
Who is it that you're using?
I'm using Valkyr.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm literally having to use her 4 to stay alive.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I get it. So with the Skin Jardy, right, it gave us two very unique mods: Sacrificial Pressure and Sacrificial Steel. Right now, Sacrificial Pressure gives us about 17.5% more damage than Prime Pressure Point would. Right? Does it? No. Sorry. You gain less damage from Sacrificial Pressure than you would from Prime Pressure Points. So, do we use Sacrificial or Prime? Prime. Prime Pressure Point will always give you more, right? But unfortunately, with the Skijati, it has a specific polarization, so we have to lean into that fact, right? But without it, looking at this weapon, we can already tell that the mods that were given for it aren't good for it because it is a status weapon, right? It has a passable amount of crit.
Not
So my
Oh, thank God. Why the heck was there more than one angst? Who the heck is angst?
angst is a acolyte. Remember how I was talking about the arcanes that you can get?
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. You get it from
That thing was kicking my butt.
yeah, you get it from things like that. So whenever it comes to like me specifically building status weapons, right, I will always go with a base damage mod, right, whether it's pressure point, sacrificial pressure, or condition overload. And I will always repeat, always use galvanized elementalist because it means that my slash procs and my heat procs and my toxin, electricity, blast, and gas status procs are always going to do more damage, right? So, what else would I normally be using? Well, I'm a sucker for corrosive, okay? I absolutely love it. It's amazing. It reduces enemy armor. It's just all around an amazing I think of the word here. It's an amazing status effect, right? So for me, I personally like it. So I'm going to use it. I'm also going to use heat, right? I, I like heat as well because it is a very strong single damaging element. Not to mention, it reduces enemy armor by, I think it's 50%, right? Which is absolutely stunning. Next, what else are we going to add here? Okay. We want more status chance, so we're going to use combo effects, right? So more combo means more status chance, right? Which is great. It's awesome. Next, what else are we going to use? Okay, we need other forms of damage, right? So in this case, I want more damage against shields and overguard, so I'm going to add magnetic. Okay, this is all well and good. We now have a good starting point, but we now have a flex spot. What do we want to use? We can use something like quickening or drifting contact, right? I think this will fit, wouldn't it? Yeah, we can use drifting contact to give us even more status chance. Now, the arcane. This is going to be an important one. Since this is a status weapon, we can use something like melee duplicate, right? On base critical hits, we get a chance for our attacks to hit a second time, which is absolutely awesome. Oh, sorry. Feeling dusty in here. So it gives us a chance for our melee hits to land a second time, which is absolutely phenomenal. But why am I not using viral on my melee weapon if it gives us such a huge damage boost? Simple. I have it on my companion. My companion gives me all of the viral I need. Now watch what happens. This should work to my advantage, hopefully. Now, when it comes to a lot of like damaging types, right? In my opinion, it's probably better to have I'm trying to get a word here. So a lot of the damaging types, it's usually better to try and find a way to amplify the amount of damage that it does, right? Now, given the way that this is working, right, you can already tell that my arcane is not helping all that much. Why? Because of the simple fact that it is not max rank. That's why. It's just not max rank, and that's going to impact it a lot. A max rank arcane will always do better. Now you can obviously take this route of crit. It's entirely up to you. We'll go with that. We'll go to sacrificial, pressure, steel. Crit, because I know people love big fancy numbers. Makes sense. Now, I can take this any number of ways, right? I have a flex spot here, which I can use for anything, right? And I usually try to make it in a way that's going to complement my arcane. Now, for me, I think that animosity would be fun to do because of the way that it can function, right? Heavy attack, and then I need toxin. Yep. Watch what happens. So the more we hit an enemy, the more we build up our crit chance, right? And the more we build up our heavy attack crit chance too. As you can see. Boom. But it didn't kill everything, which is, you know, normal. Now, I may end up reworking my ski shard to build my status one because I have an idea for it now. I think we're going to go with a heavy attack one. There we go. Let's see how this works, shall we? I don't often use the skinny shardy because it just feels underwhelming to me. It doesn't feel like it does enough damage. But we can always fix that. With the use of exposure. By giving our weapon more damage through use of buffs, it helps a lot. That's working better. That's working a lot better. But it's still not at a point where I like it. Now, while it does kill them, yes, it's still not where I like it. Especially when I have weapons like the Dark Split Sword. But we're not here to
I
fix
swear
it.
to God, you love that sword way too much.
Do you know why?
No, it doesn't seem like my kind of thing.
Let me elaborate then.
Of course you are.
There's a good reason why I enjoy this sword so thoroughly.
More like a crack addict. What the hell did I just see? Seriously, what the hell did I see?
513k on a heat proc? God damn.
Good God. Well, it is 10:56 my time, and I gotta go brush my teeth and apply something to my teeth after I brush them.
Alrighty, well,
And go to bed.
gotcha. I guess we'll catch you later then.
Yep, like, I wish I could stay up, but it's 10:56 p.m. my time, Pacific.
Oh, good. I understand.
But, yeah, I beat my first Earth mission, but I had to use fucking Valkyr, which felt like cheating.
Don't worry, we'll go through your stuff and like I will give you pointers on where I think you could improve.
Yeah, and honestly, some swaps I did with Valkyr, so worth doing.
Yeah, I don't doubt it for a second.
Like, to me, that the attack speed on my freaking talons was worth taking out because that was way too fast for me. I kept launching myself a little too much.
Not to mention, Valkyrie gives herself attack speed.
I know, but I don't exactly have duration on her.
That's fine.
To give her paralysis and war cry more. Oh my god, that's what I kept doing wrong. I forgot to enact paralysis.
Oh.
It's her third ability.
Yes, it is. I'm going to actually change that out eventually.
Oh my god, I feel dumb. Chat or of his stream. Always remember, always keep track of your abilities and make sure you see what they freaking do.
Yes, 100%.
So I just bit myself in the butt for that, when I could have been using it to keep myself alive.
Not to mention, Valkyrie has an immortality feature, which, you know, makes her insanely strong.
Which is freaking amazing.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Well, that died quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Let's do that again, just to make sure I'm not delusional.
Say what again?
You'll see. That, and then that.
Oh, I said, oh yeah.
Yep, nope, definitely not delusional. This woman is a war crime, a walking war crime.
Yet she is, and I love her, because she is my inner berserker. And I love her for it. She is gonna be my future waifu at some point.
I am going to make her stronger, by the way.
Of course you are, because you're a fucking degenerate monster.
There's an ability that I want to give her that will make it so that every enemy caught within this ability will have more status, not status, damage vulnerability, and that way it's not affecting a specific amount of people. It affects everything that walks into this area.
That's honestly fair.
Yeah. But she's gonna need some range, and I know just how to fix that problem.
And oh my god, I'm gonna hate trying to get all those Vanna Thorns for Dagoth.
Speaking of Dagath, she's amazing.
Well, yes, but her Vanna Thorns to grind is a pain.
Oh yeah, 100%. Without a doubt, it's a pain in the ass.
Because I only have
Right.
22 out of 34 for one of her parts.
Yeah, I don't blame you not wanting to do it. I can completely understand.
No, just let me buy her outright.
Okay, so I'm just
But I
gonna.
do not have that kind of plat.
Yeah, it's rough. I ain't gonna lie.
And hell, I don't even have to use real money for it. I could just trade shit. But even then, it's like, do I want
Course.
to waste that much plat when I could do so much other shit with my plat?
Yeah, no, there's so much more you could be doing.
Especially when all I'm gonna do is probably throw into the Helminth.
There we are. Much better.
Like after she's all done.
Build for her, which I'm currently showing off, but yeah, no, I do have a build for her, and she is great. One other frame that is just okay. So, speaking of frames that are
Ooh,
ridiculous,
Hildy.
yeah,
Oh,
I have.
Oh, I forgot how much I miss my Hildy. I haven't touched her in ages. I gotta play her again.
Okay, so is it this? No, it's this one. Okay, so this is another frame that is just ridiculously strong. Citrine.
Mhm.
You wouldn't think so, but yes, this woman is stupid. Like, genuinely fucking ridiculous.
Have a good night, everybody.
Why is that not working? There it is. I'm gonna say, why is that not working? This is what I mean. I don't have to do anything. I have to cast 3 abilities and it will just annihilate everything. It's so strong. It's so ridiculous too. Alrighty. Let's actually have some fun instead of, watching me test shit.
Each enemy is more powerful than before. Only with true mastery of the Tenno arsenal will you succeed.
I am thoroughly confused. The fuck?
They're dropping reactant. Use it to crack open a relic. The reactant is working on your relic. Find more. You have collected enough reactant to open your relic.
Nice, everyone. Nice. How are we all doing today, anyways? Sorry about the brief intermission we had today. I have 4 dogs. Good God. Correction, had.
Tenno, if you have a necromech, this would be an excellent place to deploy it.
I was gonna say, do you guys really want to do that? This buff. Okay. Peculiar. Base Mesa. Even more peculiar. I don't think anyone used Base Mesa still.
Sentient scouts. If they detect you, fighters will soon attack. The sentient is onto you. Look out for troopers.
Might as well just chilling here then. There ain't much I need to do, so I can just pretty much chill in here, which is nice.
Deeper I can search. But if you need to leave, extraction is ready.
Let's see if we get anything good. Not really. That's fine though.
Void manifestations, drawn to this cursed place of stolen lives. They will drain your life support unless they are destroyed.
As in 40 seconds, everyone.
Well done, Tenno. Your relic is opened.
Nice though. Okay. Okay, own the blueprint. Not owned. 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 Not owned. So own that.
Oculists are scanning for targets. They know you're here. Prepare for sentient fighters. We have only scratched the surface. This place holds many more secrets.
Huh. Welcome back, everyone. Damn.
Hiding Lua in the void risked the unfathomable. I fear we are seeing the consequences of that risk now. Destroy these void-stained enemies.
Oh, that's violence. Hey, what you got there? Unsurprising. Where is everyone going? Okay, I guess we're going back this way then. The fuck? Okay. Well, that's certainly new.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
Stop my gun. How dare you? I didn't even notice. Yeah, I know it's a pain. Watch your step. Careful. Too much for one level.
As Lua kept you safe in the dark age that followed the fall, it kept this hidden for you to find.
Hmm.
Tenno, the Void has summoned a new presence and it craves our life support. Destroy these manifestations. Oculists, if they scan you, sentient fighters won't be far behind. I see clearly now, Tenno. Keep fighting. The sentient has detected you. Fighters incoming. The relic has been cracked open. Finish your mission to find out what's inside.
No. Sounds like it. Okay. There we are. Four puppies. I have 4 puppies.
The Grenier and Corpus came here in search of treasure, but only found oblivion. They are trespassers here.
Maybe another Urelli
or
relic.
not.
One I don't remember. Very possible.
Void signatures, but outside the corrupted. They are draining your life support, and fast. Eliminate them quickly.
Gotta love RNG. Oh, torment. Hydroid? Nah, not Hydroid. Should do it over here. Oh, I guess not. Wow, 5 essence. Okay. All right, I still have that booster going, don't I? Whoops, I forgot about that.
You have collected enough reactant to open your relic.
So how much essence do I actually have? Oh, shit, nice. Huh. Didn't think it had actually picked that up. Interesting.
Oculists, if they scan you, sentient fighters won't be far behind. The sentient is onto you. Look out for troopers.
Well, dear golly gosh, they know where I am. I should be scared. People needs to get a handle on that. Oh, ow. Malice, huh? That person's accelerator needs work. I wonder how much I'll make off with this time.
Don't worry, I'll take very good care of Varuna.
Oh.
I have just the spot in the kennel for her.
The queens have sought out warframes before. Vor sought to present them with yours. We cannot let the worm have Varuna.
No, I suppose we cannot. Oh well. Ugh. Oh, my kneecap, that's not fun.
These manifestations must not be allowed a foothold on Lua. Life support is at risk. Destroy them.
Oh dear, sorry, I forgot. I took your fucking possession target. Am I sorry? God, no. Fuck off. Bye-bye. It's been one of those moods today. I don't know. Did I miss anything on YouTube? No, nothing yet.
That's it. You opened the relic. Finish your mission and we'll take a look inside.
We'll just chill here for now.
specialists are scanning for targets. The sentient has detected you. Fighters incoming.
Oh, and I miss. There's my pants at. Misery. How are you? Oh. Oh, shit. Let's shut up. Oh my god. Wow. Didn't see that coming. Hello, violence. I see you there. Oh shit, I have that already. I think that was for today. Well, for this one, listen, anyways. Looks like everyone else has the
These
same idea.
manifestations, they aren't from the neural sentry. Destroy them. They are drawing from your life support.
Oh, far out. Yeah, you're fine.
You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Got it. Okay. What? To get the hell out of here.
What you have learned here will serve you well.
Hmm. I'm sure it will, pal. I'm sure it will. Shadow of Violence. Don't think I've seen that in a long time.
set. Serviced your weapons myself.
I knew it. Had a hunch that was going to be the case. Oh, Nope. Hmm. Mirage. Oh, God. That's so tempting, too. Because, like, I need the shards myself. Like, I do need the shards. I'm not going to deny that fact.
Operator, are you enjoying the view?
But I'm not exactly in the mood to deal with that. So we're not going to deal with it right now.
There are void fissures in the area.
Galaxy
Use these
account.
to crack
Okay.
open a relic.
I wonder if that's working properly. Okay. Wow. Okay, my mic input is not always working right. Okay, how's that? Okay. Okay. I wonder if that's better. Yeah, that seems to be a bit better. Ooh, shit.
Tenno, if you have a necromech, this would be an excellent place to deploy it. Collect reactant to open your relic. Be aware, only corrupted enemies will drop it. Don't forget the reactant. You need more to open.
Mag? Wow, a Mag Prime. God, I haven't seen a Mag Prime in forever. And okay, someone left already. Wow, damn. It's not even a minute left. There's not even a minute in, and someone's already left. Christ. Dante. What is that dog doing? Imagine getting mauled by a vicious Kubro. Holy crap.
Open your relic.
I held up. That's my gun. That's also my gun. God damn, they're stealing all my weapons today.
Use that bypass at a console. I see clearly now, Tenno. Keep fighting.
Oh, that's clever.
Those oculists are scanning for targets. The sentient has detected you. Fighters incoming.
Oh man. It's Kubro. Violence, shit.
The longer you hold out, the deeper I can search. But if you need to leave, extraction is ready.
Hello? Let's go.
Tenno, the void has summoned a new presence and it craves our life support. Destroy these manifestations.
Yeah, they can crave it a bit longer. What do we think, chat? I think it's always quiet this time of the afternoon. Thank you. We'll take that. Okay. I guess the host internet died? I don't know. I think.
You're near a fissure. Oculists, if they scan you, sentient fighters won't be far behind.
That's adorable.
The sentient is onto you. Look out for troopers.
It's cute she thinks they actually pose a threat.
You have collected enough reactant to open your relic.
Now their number is, well, their level is merely a number.
Tenno, if you have a necromech, this would be an excellent place to deploy it. The treasures of the Orakin. Put them to better use than they did, Tenno.
I said that. We might as well leave anyways because the host left.
Void signatures, but outside the
hello.
corrupted. They are draining your life support, and fast. Eliminate them quickly.
I might as well get out of here.
You are going to need more reactant if you want to open that relic.
Your will was greater. This is good.
Yeah, I know. Huh?
operator. You have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
Alrighty, let's head into some circuit. I'm gonna wrap things up with some circuit. Should be fun. Mm.
Secrets lie buried deep within the Undercroft. The paradox provides the means to extract them. You must protect the excavators and keep them powered.
Oh shit.
A void treasure has been located.
Okay, let me just get out of the way of that. Wait, where are you? No. Oh, what? Okay. Hmm. I don't particularly feel like carrying, but it's not a problem. If I go down, it's fine.
Extractor deploying. Marking void treasure extraction site. The book is closed and set aside. For now.
Mission complete. Excellent work, Tenno.
But we're actually about to wrap up. Ah. So that being said, thank you for everyone over on